Welcome to this special edition of Follow the Money. Today we explore the strategies to build, safeguard, and secure wealth in a rapidly changing economic landscape. These clips were chosen for their inspiring insights, relevance to today's challenges, and practical takeaways for both new and seasoned investors. Let's dive in. 2024 saw increased crypto adoption, but with it came rising security concerns. This segment provides actionable tips for protecting digital assets in an uncertain regulatory environment. Arlon Abelio, better known as Coach Miranda Minor, emphasizes the importance of risk management and vigilance in safeguarding digital wealth, especially as crypto scams surged this year.
Anyone can create their wallet, right? It's online. You can create your own wallet. And by creating so, if you are not guided, people that are going to be out there waiting for you to fall prey into them, particularly on some platforms like Telegram, there's a lot of them that might fall into a trap of, you know what, okay, open your wallet, I'll assist you, give me your keys, and then there you go. You know, your wallet is gone. So just because no one is regulating them today, it's easy for these bad actors to just proliferate and scam people.
We'll go back to regulation in a bit, but part of the reason crypto seems to be so compelling or so attractive to a lot of investors, small time, big time, is because the exponential growth that crypto has seen in the past few years. Can you give us an idea what kind of growth trajectory crypto, Bitcoin, blockchain have experienced in the last few years?
Sure. So, on the bull cycle of 2021, we have seen the market cap of the entire cryptocurrency world to almost 3 trillion. That's almost the money supply of the US as of today from an M2 perspective. So at the end of the day, these, tells us that there's money. And then when institutions come to the picture, we've seen a growth from a market cap perspective. However, the bear cycle came into the picture when obviously high inflation came in from a US perspective. We've seen the correlated move of the Bitcoin price together with the price of those tech stocks in NDQ. Then it further went down, and then it went down to almost 15,000. Then we saw the crypto market cap went down to almost 1.8 trillion, and now it's up to 2.5 trillion again. So we've seen an enormous growth. However, it's going to be comparing 2015 to the 2024s of the world, right? So we've seen a market cap of almost 1 trillion, now up to 2.3. Bitcoin itself, the total market cap of Bitcoin is currently at $1.2 trillion. So from right now we're talking about Bitcoin supply of 19 million out in the circulation today with a price of almost $64,000 a piece as we speak. So the growth is there, money is there. 2024, January of 2024, the US SEC just approved the spot Bitcoin ETF, which signaled the addition of institutions come to the picture. BlackRock, under the ticker of IBIT, has launched their own ETF together with ARK and Fidelity. So a lot more have come in. So I think 11 of them have come in. So I think these institutions are adding to the liquidity, so to speak, and therefore to the growth of crypto.
But there's still a lot of skepticism surrounding crypto, especially here in the Philippines. We're only about to regulate even a bit of it, but you have a lot of, there used to be this inverse relationship between traditional assets and alternative assets such as crypto. I think it's still considered that way. But right now, how would you characterize the movement of the prices of crypto versus traditional assets?
You're right, Rain. So crypto, still is considered as an alternative, asset. It is something that you can consider to potentially diversify your assets as of today. Philippines currently sits at around 8th place from an adoption perspective. So we're still in the decile, the top decile from an adoption standpoint, which tells me that there is a growing retail interest today from a cryptocurrency perspective. The growth that I've seen is because obviously we have licensed platforms, and on-ramp, off-ramp, platforms today that people can buy their Bitcoin, such as CoinsPH, Gcash, you have it them as well. You have Gcrypto and Gcash. So these platforms allows the ability to be able to put that in front of the critical mass, the ability for them to buy Bitcoin. So I would say the adoption is there, the interest is there. And you're right, that's obviously the reason why when there is a growing interest, the bad actors are also going to be there to obviously prey them and, get the money, in an appropriate way. So it's interesting.
Right, so which brings us back to regulation. What's your stand on the BSP and other central banks regulating crypto platforms, especially since you have a lot of central banks actually tightening their regulation on digital financial innovations, right? Stable coins, you have the development of decentralized finance also. Would you say that, yes, let's push for tighter rules around crypto so that does it actually keep the scammers out?
Sure. I've been asked this question many times, and my reaction is always, I'm more up for regulation because it creates regulatory clarity, creates better adoption. If the people, from an optics perspective, see that the government creates an infrastructure to be able to hold people in this space accountable, then I'm more up to that. I think it also creates a better optics for the critical mass from an adoption perspective. If they know that if something happens to their money, then I would know where to go and who to go to. However, from the ethos of cryptocurrency, it being decentralized, it kind of navigates away from that mindset, Rain, wherein you said, you know what? Crypto is decentralized. No one should be governing it, so to speak. So I think there should be for regulation, but at the end of the day, we need to create the optics that there is something, it's still to be decentralized in a way that the people in the space are the ones making decisions in the way that how they would like to put their money in. And just in relation to that, I remember there's this congressman who also proposed for a potential taxation on digital assets. Most recently, if you're going to be, that question was also asked to me. I am more up to that. Again, taxation, regulation, the government's putting those infrastructures. I think it's the way to go, and that's going to be where more of the Web 2s can go to Web 3s. More of the traditional companies can go adopt crypto. But then again, if as long as there's that finer line between putting those regulations in front of those participants, then I'm all up for it.
With a growing class of affluent Filipinos, understanding bespoke banking strategies became essential in 2024. This clip sheds light on the tailored solutions provided to the elite. Patrick Cheng walks us through how high net worth individuals leverage exclusive banking products to preserve and grow their assets despite economic volatility.
What's nice here, at least for China Bank, and a number of banks can also may offer the same, is that we have different departments, we have different units. So we have a trust department, trust and asset management group. We have a China Bank Capital Group, which does a number of, brings in a lot of capital market issues, and they can provide specialized advice regarding your business, if you were to raise funds. And we also have China Bank Securities, which is a stock brokerage, which obviously offers what's out there in the Philippine Stock Exchange. And we also offer research material, etc., where you can keep up to date, and we can also keep you up to date.
What are the industry standards for wealth management? Is there a difference in the offerings here in the Philippines versus in other countries?
Well, obviously, in other countries where in key financial centers, New York, London, Hong Kong, Singapore, closer to home, they have a wider range of product offerings. Here in the Philippines, it's still quite a bit more biased towards Philippine securities or Philippine domiciled securities. But there are also some banks, some institutions that offer foreign securities, subject also to certain local regulations. And I think here, some of the financial advisors or a number of financial advisors, a number of bank personnel, they have certain certification. They have to pass certain licensure tests run by either the BSP or SEC, or for your insurance advisor or consultant, there would be from the Insurance Commission. There are similar things abroad. Probably it could be a little bit more stringent because abroad you would see financial advisors with a certain license number, etc., etc. So that's the difference. But I think here we continue to improve. The regulators work with the industry to be able to offer something broader so that the Philippines can remain competitive.
On the side, how much foreign funding or foreign funds are flowing into the country? Do you see that it's grown significantly over the years? Or what about the number of foreign clients among the high net worth accounts? Has it also increased over the years?
Foreign clients, really not so much. The industry here is really based on the people who live here. Obviously, Filipinos or Filipino residents. So not too many foreigners would have accounts here. It might be the other way because Filipinos who travel abroad, very sophisticated, and may have some specialized needs. So there are also a number of Filipinos who flock to Hong Kong and Singapore and may have accounts there, which would allow them different things. It's easier. Abroad they let you buy gold, they let you buy these commodities, and it's in a regulated manner. And there are also investor protection laws there. So not too much here on the foreign clients. It might be more of the other way.
Talk about investor protection. How private is private banking, and how does China Bank ensure privacy and security for its high net worth clients' financial information? I know we have the AMLAC here, but still.
Yes. Well, we have this data privacy rules, and it's a law. It's a law enshrined in the Philippines. There are regulations. So we have high data privacy standards for all our clients, not just wealth management clients or private banking clients. So it is a must that we protect the data, the information of all our clients. So the systems of the bank are also, we also have the necessary software protection to be able to guard against hacking, data privacy, invasion, etc.
As an aging population seeks to preserve wealth, this segment highlights strategies tailored for affluent retirees, a key demographic trend in 2024. Ramfer Financial's Rex Mendoza's advice on long-term portfolio management offers retirees the roadmap to financial security in their golden years.
The biggest platform in the U.S. actually acquired a company just like us, and that's actually part of our roadmap. That maybe competitors of those big platforms we can partner with, or that could be an exit strategy. We don't know yet, but that's the potential of the space that we are playing in.
Right. I know that you have about 3,000 users and then some about 20,000 properties across the U.S. But and I'm also looking at AI possibilities for yourself and looking through viewers. How is that translated? And these customer marketing investments through RevaStaff, have they improved the final selling price of their listings this year? Are there certain trends emerging in real estate media that realtors should be investing in?
For sure. So these trends, these trends were, as I mentioned, sprouted during the pandemic, because of the limitation in mobility. However, today it now becomes a standard issue. Hence, there's still a huge gap of adoption in this technology, although this is trending upwards. So that's what we are really banking on. And then as to if the listing price, if you would be able to generate high quality content, the listing price, they would get what they're asking for, or even higher if there would be multiple bidders in that property, multiple offers. So those are the things that we see for the realtors that are successful in using these types of technologies.
You've been recognized at the Toronto Tech event in 2024 as a rising Philippine startup. What does that recognition mean in terms of your company's growth, and how will it benefit your clients' bottom lines as you scale?
So definitely, that's something that we are very proud to represent the Philippines. There's only very few startups, actually just 4 startups who were there from the Philippines and in that event, and having that global audience to actually look into Filipino startups and what the technologies that we can offer. And definitely when we were there, we saw the potential of Filipino startups can actually compete globally, and the Filipino talent is something that we should be proud of, and that's what we're trying to showcase as well in our startup. That these talented artists that we have in the Philippines just need to have a platform that they would be able to offer their talent and showcase this to the world, and that's what we're trying to do with Reva staff. It's not just about us; it's also empowering the Filipino artists to showcase their talent to global audience. I think real estate is something that we are starting with, but we're looking into other verticals as well in the future. There are low-hanging fruits like engineering and architecture and furniture and maybe automotive and things like that. So right now we're just playing in the real estate media space, but there's a huge potential in going vertically. As I mentioned, there's still 2 million agents out there, but also horizontally with other markets that would need the same type of service.
Right, and you are an architecture major yourself, if I understand correctly, but you are in this technology in prop tech, and 90% of the clients in the US. Why not the Philippines?
But we tried, at the very beginning, we tried to actually to partner with Fitbit, then because of the cost arbitrage, there's as a startup, especially as a bootstrap startup, when we began, we didn't have any outside funding when we initially started. So that's the market that attracted us because of the returns. But right now that we were able to attract a few investors, we're looking into also the Philippine market. Although there's different dynamics, the practice of real estate in the US is driven by the secondary market. Here it's more on condominiums and such, but we're starting to work with local developers. The broker, usually our clients in the US are the brokers and the sellers. Here it's mostly the developers because they are the ones who has the marketing budget, but then the brokers, especially the ones that has international brands, like Remax and Keller Williams, are starting to adopt the services and products that we have, because it's also been marketed to them by their US counterparts, as we are a preferred supplier of both of those brokerages.
From crypto security to managing high net worth banking and retirement wealth, today's insights provide timeless strategies for financial resilience. This year, Follow the Money brought you the smartest financial advice for today's challenges. More to come in 2025.